So I'm here today to tell you guys how I paid off over $13,000 of debt in about 6 months. Um, this is the story that I've written about in my book, The Debt Payoff Plan. It's not a story, it's real life, but my book is based on this event that happened in my life. So what's important to know is that when I started this journey to paying down this debt, I've heard a lot of stories like this, and when you listen to the person, they end up saying something like they had, a couple of $1,000s saved, and so they threw that towards their debt. That was not the case with me. I didn't have a savings. I didn't even have a savings account. I did not even have a job when I started this journey. I feel like that's very important because we have to remember that whenever we decide to do anything, the key thing that makes that successful is the decision that you make that it's going to happen. So I made a decision that I was going to pay down this debt as quickly as possible. I didn't put a time frame on it. It just so happened to happen. It just so happened to occur in about 5 to 6 months. I had reached the goal that I was trying to set for myself financially. So let's start with A. I didn't have a job. I was living with someone else, and I took advantage of the fact that I was living with someone else. A lot of times people, especially young people, if you're in your 20s, maybe you have a roommate or maybe you're still living with your parents, and you, just for example, you racked up some credit card debt. And you're thinking like, man, my little job or whatever I have is not going to be able to help me pay off this debt. That's not true, because one, you have to make a decision that you're going to pay it off. Okay? So say you live with someone and maybe you pay part of the rent or you don't pay any rent. If you say to yourself, especially if you're in a situation like I was where my host was so gracious, they were not charging me any rent, I said, okay, how much would it cost if I were paying rent? What is the average price for rent in this area? And then I just thought about previously, before I moved in with them, I was paying rent. So I was paying around $500 a month, typical for the area that I lived in. So I continued to pay that to myself. And that is money that I used to pay towards my debt when I didn't have a job. So if you are living with someone, say to yourself, okay, what if this person charged me $300 to $400, no less than that, guys, $300 to $400 a month. Let me put that away so that I can put this towards whatever financial goal you have, whether that's paying off debt, buying a car, whatever your financial goal is. You have to look for opportunities to manifest money. And I'm going to do another video about how I manifest money. I have been manifesting money like crazy for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm going to do a video tell you guys about that. Okay, so I pretended to pay rent, and instead of paying rent, I paid it towards, my debt, towards the bill, the creditor that I wanted to pay off. Okay, so again, didn't have a job. What did I do to generate income? I mystery shopped. I have talked about mystery shopping. If you follow me on social media, I think it's linked up here, Facebook, Instagram. I have talked about mystery shopping and how for the past decade, over a decade now, mystery shopping has been my go-to. Me and mystery shopping, we tight. We tight, because anytime that I have been in somewhat of a bind or just bored, like, hey, I could be making money today, mystery shopping is there. The great thing about mystery shopping, guess what? You don't need no resume, no cover letter, none of that. You can literally fill out the application and start making money the same day. Okay? I have traveled to places, and in this instance, I was moving from the South, from Mississippi to Virginia. I had never been in Virginia before. There were only 2 people that I knew in Virginia, and those were the people that I was living with. And I was able to touch down and start generating some income with mystery shopping. So those are the 2 main things. The last thing I want to talk about that helped me pay off this $13,000 in less than 6 months kind of goes along the lines with making the decision that you're going to do it, is affirmations. Affirmations are so powerful. If you're not familiar, it's a statement or a phrase that you say to yourself that helps reprogram your mind, your thoughts, which in turn program your behavior. I was not just out here on my mystery shop. I was looking for full-time employment and getting very restless doing so because, I was living with someone else as an adult. I had lived on my own before. I wanted to have my own space. I didn't want them to think that I was, freeloading off of them or just mooching off of them. So I was strategically job searching. A lot of people do not take the opportunity when they have them to strategically job search. That means that you don't put in an application anywhere for anything. You think about what your gifts and skills are, what you desire from employment, and you strategically apply for those jobs. And that is what I did. And y'all, it was not easy because I got to a point where I was ready to move out and I was ready to work anywhere, Walmart, McDonald's, wherever I had to go. But I kept reminding myself that I was not in a situation that I had to find work anywhere. If you are, this different. I get it. I've been there. But this was not that situation. And so my affirmation at that time of my life was, God, help me to be patient while I wait on you. And I would say this over and over again. Every time I felt like, oh, forget it. I'm going to Walmart. I'm going to put my application in. I know how to be a cashier. God, help me to be patient while I wait on you. That was my affirmation. Affirmations have continued to serve me from my journey then until now. And this happened back in 2013. So it's been some years. And as you go through different phases in your life, affirmations will help you navigate through that phase for whatever new that you want to program your mind to receive, to accept into your life. So thank you guys for listening. If you have any questions, comment down below. I detail everything in my book. The link is there. If you need assistance paying off your debt, and by assistance I mean somebody to walk through the numbers with you, someone to give you a strategy, send me a message. I'm going to link it below. You and I can chat. I will help you come up with a strategy to pay down your debt, help you come up with a budget that you can follow and stick to. And listen, I do all the hard work. You just provide me the numbers and I will help you with everything else. And the most amazing part in this next video, where I talk about how I manifest money and how affirmations serve me, also, I can help you do the same thing. Stay blessed. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell. Share this video with someone who you think it will help. Just a few practical ways that you can pay down your debt. Peace.